Hello, my name is Coach Tina Ramsay, and I am the founder of Homeschooling Oils. Yes, formerly known as Late Short Academy Ideas. You will notice on our channel, you will hear reference to the Tina Ramsay Show, Late Short Academy Ideas, and also Homeschooling Oils. You know why? It's because we have some amazing sponsors, and we're one and the same. We focus on business, wellness, and life. On our Homeschooling Oils podcast, we focus on giving you assistance and help in 3 areas: homeschooling, wellness, and life. And also we touch on the experience of homeschooling a child with multiple learning differences such as dyslexia, ADD, ADHD, autism, dyspraxia, and the list goes on. We also tackle the topic of the emotional side of homeschooling and the challenges that it can bring, and how we use essential oils and foods in order to balance those icky little emotions all naturally. We will help you with finding resources, free and inexpensive curriculum, and we also provide coaching for homeschooling parents who are frustrated and need to de-stress and reboot their homeschooling experience. We are so happy that you are here listening to Homeschooling Oils podcast, and make sure to follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Homeschooling Oils. And if you would like to be a featured guest to share your homeschooling journey on Homeschooling Oils podcast, go to our email at homeschoolingoils@gmail.com. That's homeschoolingoils@gmail.com, and send us an email saying that you want to be a featured guest. And I forgot to say, we're also going to be featuring some amazing homeschooling parents who are super parents in regards to homeschooling. So welcome to the family at Homeschooling and Oils, the place to be to learn all about homeschooling, wellness, and life. Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? I am your host, Coach Tina Ramsay, and I am so ecstatic about our guest tonight. She is a mompreneur. She is a homeschooler. And how many of you during this new, I hate to say new normal, but that's really what it is, are frustrated? You're frustrated about homeschooling. You really don't know what the laws are. You don't know what to do. Should you put your kids back in school? Should you not? What should you do? Do you have options? Who been doing it before the pandemic? Well, all those questions are going to be touched on in this particular episode of the Tina Ramsay Show, because we're taking care of you so that you will have the knowledge and the tools you need in order to homeschool your child or children successfully. So we'll see you in a moment. Hello, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. For those of you who do not know who I am, like I said before, I am Coach Tina Ramsay. I am the entrepreneur sponsorship specialist. What does that mean? That means that I connect you with amazing individuals and spotlight amazing entrepreneurs that are doing positive things within the community, that are making an impact in the right way, doing the now, what is going on now. And today's guest fit that just perfectly. Her name is Kiyana Thomas, and she is a homeschooling mom, a mompreneur, and a veteran teacher. How many years? 13 to be exact. So what made her transition from public school to homeschool? That's a good question. Well, we're going to bring her on right now. Hello, Kiyana.
Hello. I am so excited.
Well, I am so happy to have you here. So as always, you guys, I want you to like, follow, and share this video, because she is going to be sharing with us some information to help you be self-sufficient, to help you
get some confidence. Because let's face it, right now, some of us are not too confident with this homeschool situation. So she can help you with that. So Kiyana, thank you for coming on the show, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. So one thing that I really love what you're doing is that you are a mompreneur, you're a homeschooling mom, but you also mix your faith, you mix because you have not one child, not two, but 5 children, and you are balancing out, and you used to teach in public school. So what made you transition from 13 years, you're a veteran of public school teaching, to homeschool?
Yes, well, it was actually about 15 years
Woo.
going. Yes. And I actually was called, and this is why it's so important for me to put my faith at the forefront, because it is because of God, the reason why I am able to do what I am able to do. So when I was called from my oldest, so my oldest is 19 and she's off in college. I was called from her age, from when she was a young child, to homeschool, but I ignored it. I did not accept the calling. I kept pushing because in my mind, I'm supposed to be working. I'm supposed to be doing all of these things to help my family. It just never was feasible for me. And so I ignored it instead of trusting in God. If God called me to do it, He is going to provide.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, oh no, I got to do this. I got to do it. But I also see now, like hindsight, right? They always tell us hindsight. I see now the reason why I had to continue teaching and do those things, being the type of person that I am. So in that time span, the 5 to 10 years before I finally decided to follow God and be obedient, I received my national board certification. I received my master's, and I received the honor of being teacher of the year for the school that I was in.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So had I left, I would have never received that. And again, being the type of person that I am, I'm like, I hate to say doing the most, but I am just so passionate about everything that I do. And I want to give it my all, and I want to be the best at it. So if I had left that career early and not established myself and not experience all of those accolades, I wouldn't be confident because of who I am. I wouldn't be confident in the role that I'm playing today.
Hey, Rhonda. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. So I like what you said, because sometimes we do get that nudge. We know what we're supposed to do, but we're like, because it's totally out of what we consider to be our norm. It's so like left field that we're like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so I like how you share the journey of how a teacher, a traditional teacher, even though you have all these years of experience, yet you still said, I'm not going to homeschool. Now you have all these credentials. You teaching everybody else children and doing well. But then you was like, no, I'm not going to homeschool. But then finally, what was that moment that finally clicked for you that made you say, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take that leap of faith and I'm going to homeschool?
My last baby number 5. Honestly, that was like God's push. Like, if this ain't going, like, I don't know what is. Like, and I had the last baby, and I just looked at her, and I looked at my husband. I was like, this is it. I got to be obedient. And he's such a great husband. He was so supportive. He's never really fought me on those moves and those decisions. He'll just be like, okay. Now the last time when I put him in school, he kind of was like, why? I don't know about that, Up until that point, he's always been so supportive and just kind of, okay, if that's what you see, let's figure out how we're gonna make it work. And
I love it. I love it. Because you have to have some sort of support system. If you don't have it within the home, you need to go and find a community of individuals or a person. I always advocate for homeschooling parents or moms or dads or grandma or grandpas who are homeschooling their children to have a homeschooling buddy. They necessarily don't have to be in your state, they don't have to be in your town, but have someone that understands the process of homeschooling. So when you have those moments where you're feeling unsure, you can talk to them and they can give you that added encouragement that you need. So
I totally agree.
That first year, I remember when I first started homeschooling, way before the pandemic ever was a thought in someone's mind. I was like, and ironically, we were just alike. Like, I have a teaching background as well, except mine is with special needs children.
Okay.
And so I always wanted to be the one to give the voice to the voiceless. So when I went into teaching, I went into children that has multiple learning differences, multiple special needs. Some of them was verbal, some of them were not. And just advocate for them. And when my mom told me, because she actually the one who told me, why don't you homeschool? I was like, no. So I can identify with you, but later on, it was a nudge, it was a push that made me go ahead and do it. And it was one of the best decisions that I made. I would tell anybody within that first year, you're going to find your groove. You're going to find what it is that you need to do. It's not going to be perfect, but you're going to figure it out.
Right.
One thing that I absolutely love is that you design, when you help women by designing a life that they can center around their faith, family, and homeschool. So could you explain to us a little bit more, what does that mean? What do Kiyana Thomas do for that mom that feels like she has no one?
Yeah, that is a great question. And I thank God for being in this space in this time and just that opportunity. And one of the things that we as women, we always put ourselves last and we take care of everybody else and we can't see the up from down. It's just like we become robots in a sense.
Yes.
Forgetting who we are, forgetting what we like to do. I was just talking to a young lady, what's today, Thursday, earlier in the week. And, and she was saying, oh, my kids are done now. And now I don't know what to do. She was completely lost as far as the next steps that she would take in her life. So my question was, well, what did you like to do before the kids? And her response was, I can't even remember. And that is what we become when we become moms and parents, moms and wives. One second. When we become moms and wives, we put ourselves on the back burner. We forget our likes. Forget, like everything that you liked and wanted to do, all that go out the window.
It does.
Before the children and before the husband, all of that go out the window. And you're no longer your own being. Your being is attached to whatever mom role, whatever wife role you're playing. So my goal is to show parents, to show moms that you can still be a great mom and still love who you are, stay in touch and in tune with who you are, but keeping God first. Because if we're not centered, none of that other stuff matters.
Yeah, you're going to be off balance. So I love what you're saying. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a small commercial break from our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to touch on the topic of what is one of the first advice that you would give a new starting homeschooling parent who have no experience, who really feel like they got thrown out there. And what advice would you give them? But we're going to touch on that. You guys stay tight. Hold on. We're going to have a little bit of commercials and we'll be right back.
don't always get to choose in this life, win and lose in this life. But I'ma prove in this life, we can move in this life. Can't change up, my team too real, so we stay up. Yeah, this is our year, can't change up. My team too real, so we stay up. Yeah, this is our year, can't change up. My team too real, so we stay up. Yeah, this is our year, can't change up. My team too real, so we stay up. Yeah, this is our year, yeah. Is everyone down for the mission? Everyone down for the mission. Is everyone down for the mission? We had a dream and we'll get it. We had a dream and we'll get it. Can't change up. My team too real, so we stay up. Yeah, this is our year, can't change up. My team too real, so we stay up. Yeah, this is our year, yeah. Do you believe in who's next to you, even when doubt has been tested? Yeah. Do you keep a nest on your chest? Do you think somebody will rescue you? Yeah. Well, I learned a lesson and I wanna spread it. I promise this one is recession proof. Get a team you respect, keep your cards near your chest, and that's how you'll make it through. Can't change up, my team too real, so we stay up. Yeah, this is our year, can't change up. My team too real, so we stay up.
There is a better way to get you and your company in the hands of potential clients 24/7. This is IntelliCard, today's digital business card. It is the ultimate sales, branding, and marketing tool. With IntelliCard, all of your information is in one place, making it easier to share and recall. IntelliCard is different. You get all of this in a highly secure web-based solution designed to get you results.
Hi everybody, I am Nikki Rich, the host of the Nikki Rich Show out of Los Angeles, California, and today I want to highlight and showcase one amazing entrepreneur and talk show host, and she's a #1 international bestseller and just got featured on the Billboard, Miss Tina Jacob Ramsay. She is the host of the Tina Ramsay Show. You can check her out at TinaRamsayShow.com. Yes. And you can connect with her if you want to be a featured guest at Tina Ramsay Show, the #1 at gmail.com. Connect with her, follow her, network. She has so much to offer, many opportunities. So thank you. And I definitely wanted to shout out Miss Tina. Keep working, keep grinding. Thank you, Tina, for your support, and you keep supporting others. Thank you so much.
And we are back. Thank you to the Nikki Rich Show for recommending this show. Thank you, girl, because that is Oprah Winfrey's own ambassador. So that's not a little thing. So thank you for giving us that love over there at the Nikki Rich Show in sunny California. We also want to give a big shout out to IntelliCard USA for making small business owners have the equipment to make their life simple by a click of a button. And the amazing women, Desi and Etosh from Faces at Etosh.com or Faces by Etosh.com for providing us with a luxurious spa treatment. Yes, right here in Columbia, South Carolina. For those of you who need a break, you have some pain in your back, pain in your knee, you need to book Desi Therapy for your next massage at 803-602-4725. To book your appointment with Desi, it's 803-602-4725. And make sure to book your facial with Faces by Etaj at 9367 Two Notch Road, Columbia, South Carolina. And the cool thing is, they do men and women. So men, don't feel like it's all just for the women. They have special things just for you as well. And they do it all natural. Now we're going to bring on the amazing Kiyana Thomas. She's a homeschooling mom of 5. She's a mompreneur, and she is a veteran teacher of, I said 13, but she just like 15 years. So she knows what she's talking about, and she is going to explain to us and get back on that question on what do she tell ones who just start homeschooling, who feel like they kind of got thrown into this situation. How do she help them? So now we're going to bring her back on. Hey, Kiyana. So let's touch on that topic, because right now, this is a time in which everyone seems as if they are homeschooling or had to homeschool in some way, shape, or form. So how do you help those parents?
Well, one, I would tell them 2 things. The first thing I want all parents to know during this time is to give yourself grace. This time is unprecedented. None of us have ever experienced a time as like this. With that being said, give yourself grace and don't get in the comparison trap. Don't get in the comparison trap. Hey, Pay, thanks for joining us. The thing is, like I said, we're at a time right now where things is like something we've never experienced before, and people not necessarily knowing what they do. There's more fear out there than anything. So with that being said, when we act out of fear, sometimes we do things that we may not necessarily understand or not even do it right. So if you hear me, every time you see me and I'm somewhere, you hear me talking about homeschool laws. I don't know if it's the teacher in me or what, but
it's a little bit of both.
Right. Like first and foremost. So that's the first thing I'll tell them. Find out the laws in your state. And you go to hslda.org. And that website is a great website with all things homeschooling. You can go to your state and you can find out the laws in your state to figure out where you want to go from there. The next thing I'll tell them to do once we figure that out, let's go ahead and make up a plan and figure out how you want to homeschool. What type of learner are your children? What type of teacher are you? So now we can combine those things, because you don't want to be bumping heads. You're going to be with your children more now than ever. And who wants to be in the house all day and everybody yelling and screaming and you frustrated and they crying? It's just a mess. Like, no, we're not doing that. So that's one of the things, like one of the big things that I help parents create a homeschool environment with ease and with confidence, where the children are thriving, they are loving learning, and you yourself as that teacher, you are enjoying the experience. Let's enjoy this. Let's go through this and have a good time, not pulling your hair out in stress because you don't know what to do, when to do it, or even how to do it.
Yes. And one thing that I definitely encourage parents to do, seek help. It's not a weakness when you seek out help from qualified individuals. It's actually a strength. Understand that, hey, none of us are good at everything, but there are some people that are good at what you are looking for. And do your due diligence and make sure that you understand the laws. Like with me, when I first started, the laws, because each state is a little bit different. Some states are stricter, some states are a little bit moderate, some are real relaxed. Mm-hmm. So what I do over here in South Carolina may not be the same thing that you can do in Texas. Exactly. So, and you want to make sure you just cannot, I'm gonna say this, you just cannot just take your child out of school and decide that you're not going to have the proper paperwork. You have to have signed documents when you decide to homeschool your children and they're not homeschool public school, if you decide to do it yourself, then there are things that you have to do in order to legally withdraw your child from that school. And you have to have signed documents, and make sure you get a copy for yourself, because you don't want to get involved with truancy, missing too many days, and then possible other things that can happen when you're not doing it the legal way. It's different little things that you're supposed to be doing. We actually have a comment. Someone said, understanding your child learning style is so important. Yes, it is. And it takes time. It takes time to figure all of that out.
And because their style can also change, just like your teaching style can change. So every year, every season, don't be afraid, girl. And just like I was in the regular school, I switch it up on them in a minute. It was never a dull moment in my classroom. Like we always doing something. They're like, y'all be doing the most. We just be always doing.
Well, that's what's make it fun, and you have to it makes homeschooling a journey and an experience. Think about it. Every day that you wake up, it's not the same. It's not the same. You experience different things throughout each day. And so homeschooling is a journey. Every day is not the same. But what I particularly love, that you have different specialties that you specialize in, such as public speaking, curriculum, online courses, blogging, plant-based wellness, elementary education, and of course, homeschooling as well. So listen, honey. We have to touch a little bit before we go on the transition. If I had enough time, I would play it. But you talked about, let's see, do I have it? No, I don't have it right here queued up. But you talked about the moment when you decided that you was going to leave public school, and your one inclination was that, oh my goodness, like some families live on one income, but we need 2 incomes. So what am I going to do? So what did you do? Someone's comment, and let's see. We want to teach flexibility and limit. Yes, honey, that's what we want to do. So what did it for you? Because it's a transition. Because we want to homeschool, but we want to be able to take care of our family and not have less, I should say, that we're accustomed to. So what was it for you? And tell us how you are helping parents bridge the gap. That's the part I love.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, I am so untraditional. And so what I did, I'm sure a lot of parents would not be willing to do. But what I know is, for me, no wasn't an answer. If I knew that I needed to continue to bring in income, then I couldn't say, oh, I'm going to just keep working, because working was not an option out of the home. So I had to say, okay, what can I do in the home? And I love teaching. And so I was looking at that. What can I do in the home? So I wound up teaching children in China. So I would get up at 3 a.m. in the morning for my first class at 3:30. And I would teach from 3:30 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Wow.
Every day. I was doing that actually Monday through Sunday. I was doing it every day, because I'm like, oh, I'm at home. All I got to do is get up. And I did that for a good year. Like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. But the thing that started to, after a while, I was like, wait a minute, I'm getting paid pennies. I was bringing in money. But in my mind, at first, I was like, well, I'm at home. I don't have to commute. I don't have to spend money on lunch. I don't have to worry about a wardrobe. All I have is my shirt, So I'm like factoring all of that, thinking I was really doing something. I was like, wait a minute, they're getting over.
So that strategy came in. You're like, wait a minute, hold on.
I could
I'm doing what I love, but wait a minute, they're devaluing my qualifications.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute, I can do this myself. So and my husband always was like, I don't know why you're doing it in the first place. And I would just be like, well, because I just didn't feel right not supporting the family financially. I'm like, I got to do something. But I'm going to tell you, like I said, when you are obedient, God will bless you, and he will. So he wound up replacing my income with my husband's.
Oh my goodness, that was a blessing. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And he's like, well, but even before that, he just was like, you don't have to do all of that. And I'm like, no, I do. And I never skipped a beat. I wasn't worried about it. I was, I was fine. So I was willing to do whatever I needed to do within my ability to help support the household, because homeschooling for me was the only option, is the only option.
Well, one thing that I like what you did is that you took, just like you said, I like to call it the genius zone. You took what you knew, your talents, and what you love to do, and then you made a living for yourself in the home, which allowed you to be able to teach your children, even though technically at this moment you didn't need the additional income, but it was important to you. So even if it wasn't necessary, but it was necessary for your self confidence, and because you wanted to, share into the family income. So if you are a teacher, because mind you, Kiyana Thomas has certifications, she has her master's and different stuff like that. So she's home with all these qualifications, and she's not using them. So she figured out a way to utilize them at home. What I love is that you, my dear, have a work from home academy. Yes, you do. So for those of you who are like, well, I have certifications, I can do this and that, but what I'm going to do, I want to do what Kiyana doing. Well, you need to get into her work from home academy. In her course, she teaches you how she was able to not only provide a substantial income for her family, but how she was able to keep it all together and balance faith, work, homeschooling, mompreneur, and also continuing her passion of teaching other children. So she was able to do all of that from home, did not have to leave. And it's amazing. So she been doing this. It's not just a year. She's been continuously doing this. And so she has what it takes to teach you how you can be self-sufficient in the now, especially if you have some of those qualifications to get you a kick start on. We have some comments coming in. She said, yes. Hello, ladies. Tina, it's great to see. Great to see you too, Harvey. So this is what she is doing. So I want to encourage you to go over there to workfromhomeacademy.teachable.com and get that class, because she breaks it down. I saw the syllabus of it, and she ain't playing no games over there. So and I can't go through all of it right now. So you go over there. Also, I want you to follow Kiyana on YouTube, Kiyana Thomas, and also follow her on Instagram, where she is I am Kiyana Thomas. And she is a blogger. This is a busy woman. She's a blogger. So go to KiyanaThomas.com, where she's not only YouTubing, Instagram, she is also sharing information on her website and blog, and she has different resources that you can purchase. Some that is just up, but it's really more of a lot of free content, a lot of free information. It's a lot of food for thought. Because I'm like,
all areas, not just homeschooling, and faith and marriage, all in all.
That's what I love about it. So go check her out, because she has some amazing information, and it's well organized, so you won't get lost and get overwhelmed. It's categorized, it's organized, and it just make you feel good. And before I let you go, you teach people how to kind of do all of this, and you do it on a budget. You do it on a budget. So Kiyana, thank you for what you are doing. Thank you for being a trailblazer within the homeschool community in regards to showing us that it can be done. Yes. We can have income as well. And let me tell you, for those of you just popping in late, she has 5 children. Not one, not two. She has 5 children that she has, and she homeschooling. They're different ages. It's not like everyone is the same age.
The oldest is in college.
The oldest is in college.
You can homeschool her.
But listen, that is something. So moms out there with multiple age children want to figure out how to do it. Moms out there who's saying, okay, I don't want to lose myself within this journey. She helps you find yourself.
Yes.
And she helped you build that confidence that we lack. So Kiyana, what else do you have going on? Any speaking engagements, any more courses, or what do you want our audience to do in Kiyana Thomas' world, child? Because we want to keep following what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, right now, I have a 30-day journaling challenge because this goes into that finding yourself, being true to yourself, that self-care and self-love. So I have a 30-day journaling challenge, journaling through limiting beliefs, helping you to identify what those limiting beliefs are, and then creating a life that you love as a result of breaking those chains of the limiting beliefs. I also have digital products like for the homeschooler. I have
Okay.
preschool notebooks and all kinds of things in my shop. So feel free to just check it out. I'm so excited to serve the community.
Well, listen, y'all. Did you hear what she said? She had curriculum. Now, you know that's the buzzword in the homeschooling community. We hear curriculum, we just get excited. So she has you covered. So for those of you who lack planning, you don't want to plan, she already has it laid out. So go ahead over there and check her out. We have a comment coming in from Patience. She said, I love the Thomas family cooking show also.
I didn't even mention
It offers other ways to teach life skills. Well, honey, she just brought it out. So tell us about that.
So my kids, and that's right. And you'll hear me talk all the time that homeschool is life school. We're not, sometimes you have to do that paper pencil, but for the most part, we are actually physically in the thing. So you read and you talked about me being plant-based. So my 4 younger children are also plant-based, and they help me, cook throughout the week and all of that. So they have their own little YouTube show where they're cooking and they're doing the thing. So it's amazing. And that's Thomas Kids Cooking Crew.
I love it. And we have a Thomas online right now, Mr. Thomas Anderson. He said positive vibes. Yes. So Kiyana, he said something else. Let's see. All about the kids. Yes, it's all about the kids, Thomas. So thank you so much, Kiyana, for taking some time out of your busy schedule to come on our show today to share your expertise and your knowledge. For those of you who need a homeschooling coach, consultant, some teachings, just to get your bearings together, reach out to Kiyana Thomas. Not only does she know what she's doing, for those of you who like to have some certifications and master degrees labeled on, well, she your girl. And she also has 15 years of teaching experience. She was a public school teacher, and now she homeschooled her children, and she does it very, very well. She blends faith, mompreneur, homeschooling, and life all together in a yummy homeschooling experience. All right, Kiyana, we're going to go. For those of you, remember to like, follow, share, reach out to the amazing Kiyana Thomas. And tomorrow, please don't miss our show. We're going to have the amazing, let me show you. We're going to have the amazing celebrity guest, Matt Wells. He is the Hollywood Black Lightning actor and author, and there's some other things that you might not know about him, but we're going to talk about it tomorrow. I am excited about him. Someone said, well, I know you're going to be tuning in. She said, congratulations, Kiyana. So tune in tomorrow where we're going to have an in-depth conversation with the amazing celebrity actor and a whole lot more than just an actor, Matt Wells, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on that note, you guys, have a great, amazing rest of your evening.
Have a great night. Thank you so much.
Yes. And let me pop your website up one more time so y'all can see it. Website, KiyanaThomas.com. Remember to follow her on Instagram. It says, I am Kiyana Thomas. And also follow her on YouTube, Kiyana Thomas. And remember that she's a mompreneur, homeschooler, and plant-based. For those of you who want to get your health and wellness together, we all do now. So, bye, Kiyana.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Homeschooling in Oils, the place to be to learn all about homeschooling, education, wellness, and life. We talk about the uncomfortable in order to make you comfortable, to let you know that you're not alone with the struggles and the challenges that comes with homeschooling. But along those lines, there are many blessings and so many great benefits of homeschooling your children and drawing close to your beautiful families through the essence of homeschooling with your family. So make sure that you follow us on all the different social media platforms and Homeschooling in Oils on Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube. But after listening to this video and you're still feeling a little bit confused, a little bit frustrated, and you wanted to stop, well, you need to make sure that you go to Homeschooling Oils on Facebook and send us a personal message to Coach Tina Ramsay so that she can create for you a customized homeschooling plan designed for your family to win on your epic journey of homeschooling. Right now, she still has coaching consultations available for you. So make sure to get on her list today to get your personal coaching consultation with her and find out the details. Again, we appreciate you and thank you for being a part of our Homeschooling in Oils family. We'll talk to you later. Bye.